Would I be happy if this is the end and I just die like this? It's currently the 18th of January. I can flip the camera. I'm here in Colombia, Rio Negro. Uh, that's the city that I'm currently staying. I might visit Medellin as well and then probably check out some other countries. And I'm sitting here in some grass field because I noticed that I recognized a pattern that I couldn't accept silence. I couldn't be happy in silence, and I don't think happiness is the end goal. I don't think you should be happy like on its own, because if I wanted to be happy, I would eat junk food, play video games, and jerk off the whole day. That's what happiness means, or like have sex the whole day. I don't think that is what you're supposed to do. And I don't want to make this spiritual because I'm kind of 50-50 on the whole spiritual thing. I think it's important to understand yourself and your feelings and what makes you happy and what makes you fulfilled, what makes you want to get up. But I also think it's just brutal hard work sometimes that will get you through it, and pain. I'm a very big believer in pain. So, to quickly justify your curiosity on the title, would I be happy if this was it, if I just died right now? Um, that's mainly the answer to that question is probably based on silence. And are you doing every single day something that you think puts society forward? And I do. And I think I genuinely make people, their lives better. Actually, this morning or last night, but I read it this morning, we got a message from one of our clients. We have about 10 clients right now, and we're trying to take on 7 this month, so almost double the business revenue. And one of the clients said that we helped him get a new client for himself, like, right? With his YouTube channel, because we do YouTube channels for big entrepreneurs, very large businesses, and we help them to be the personal brand and to get inbound traffic from those videos. And he messaged us saying, hey, we got a new client from the YouTube videos and we're so grateful that this happened, and that person is super happy to be here. And I think like that person is going to transform her life. I think it was a woman, by investing in that person's product, like our client's product, and that person is gonna make big steps and be a happier person after investing that money. And that person only knew that product because of the YouTube videos that we have been making for that client. So in a way, we help people transform their lives. And I think, oh, actually, we're in Rio Negro. You see those planes fly by super, super closely, which is actually quite fun. I never had that like this close. Anyway, off topic. I make these videos more like journal entries now anyway. Because giving advice is pointless. You can share your experience and say what you've learned from it, and then people will listen to it and maybe change and maybe not change. Anyway, to not make this a super big yap fest that's going nowhere, I think the answer to the question, would you be happy if this was it? It comes from helping society, it comes from helping people just be happier, it comes from enjoying what you do on a daily basis. Do you go through pain to become better, and do you enjoy that? Because I can also go through pain and not enjoy it. Like the business and the incentives that I have in the business make me happy, and getting better at that skill so that I can get closer to those goals, that makes me happy. But I can also go into a 9 to 5 and go through pain, but that would not make me happy. So it depends on what your goals are, where you want to go and shit, and what kind of things you enjoy, what kind of painful tasks you enjoy. So going to the gym, I like the end result, so I enjoy going to the gym and going through that pain to get there. Anyway, I think I was a little bit too closed off on the work side of things, and it will naturally scale. We will naturally get more work and get more revenue, be able to do cooler things, stay in cooler places, be with cooler people, because your status rises, so you can be with more high status people, which is fun. They have cool insights in life and you can learn from it, have insightful conversations. But I think I was too focused on chasing, what the fuck, a bunch of horses there. Wait, let me show you. They're all looking at me. I understand. I would also look at me. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, the I was too much focused on chasing the next high. Like, okay, can I post a video that can get views, that can get dopamine? Can I match this girl on Tinder, that I can sleep with her, that I can get a dopamine? Can I FaceTime a friend, that I can get dopamine, that I can be happier? Sometimes, not doing work, not listening to music, not hitting the gym, just sitting here, that's the biggest lesson for me. I don't expect anyone to watch this full video. It's just for myself, really. In like 10 years, this might be a turning point. If you saw my video yesterday about the girl, then this is part of the reason why I made this decision to kind of be more offline. Because I like to sketch this situation, this scenario, and I think if you're still watching this video, you might as well just listen to this part as well. So how I would enjoy a relationship is I work 75% of the week ish, maybe 80%, and then 20% I do fun stuff with friends, but work is also with friends, so that kind of counts double. I go to the gym, I have like a dog or something that I can walk. I hopefully am blessed enough to have some children, and I want to go on dates with my wife, keep that romantic spark alive. I don't have a girlfriend right now. And then ideally I just put my phone on airplane mode, like Sunday or even Saturday night, like 10 p.m. and only turn it on Monday 7 a.m. and just go to full Sunday present with my children, with my wife, with my friends, and be a little bit more offline. And that's why I'm making this video. I had to find some way of making this title interesting, but that's the reason. Be more offline. Be more okay with not having stimulation, because it's now 5 p.m. and I agree with myself to do like for 2 hours. So like no internet, no stimulation, no anything. And I started at 4 p.m. so it's now 1 hour deep. And I think the... Hola.
Una estación de policía, debe estar afuera.
I don't speak Spanish.
Ahí no puede estar, ahí no.
Oh, okay.
Policía.
Okay. I think he just told me that I had to bounce because there's police there. Anyway, I'm still gonna finish my yaps. Another plane coming up. This is just a public road, so I should be allowed to stay here, but I don't want to get in any trouble with the police. So I'm gonna finish up this video and then walk back to the apartment. Now the thing is, I'm still gonna hit the gym when I get home and listen to some music, and then maybe go on a date with another girl tonight. So like I'm not gonna be completely offline, but just be more offline. That's kind of the reason of this video. The point being that just gonna see if I'm not getting arrested randomly here. I was too much on my laptop trying to find stuff to do, trying to text people to get like dopamine, right? And there's a few reasons of this, like your dopamine receptors, so caffeine, your sleep, what you expose yourself to, whatever. It's a very long conversation that I'm not gonna get into. But sometimes you need your reset, and ideally I love the idea of having like one day free in the week, like a Sunday, and just doing fun stuff with my wife, with my children, with my friends, with my family, with your dog, whatever. So that when you look back at this short period, those 80 years that you have on this planet, and that you look back like, okay, did I just only sit down and work a lot, or did I actually make memories? Because at the end of the day, the memories are really what you're going to look back on, and your years will feel longer if you have more memories. So if you just sit down and work all the time, you might achieve a bunch of stuff, but you need some distraction, and you need to make memories to actually make the grind worth it. Because what am I making all this money for if I'm not gonna spend it and do fun stuff with it? So this was my journal entry for the 18th of January 2026, and I look back at this in a few years.